Now let's continue with example number 2. On example number 2, before you actually are able to factor, you want to take out the common factor first. So you want to ask yourself, what number divides 2 that also divides 54? What can I take out? So what number divides 2 that also divides 54? 2. What do I need to multiply 2 to get 2x cubed? X cubed. What do I need to multiply 2 to get negative 54? Negative 27. 2 times x cubed is 2x cubed. 2 times negative 27 is negative 54. Now I can find the value of a and b. I can factor what's inside the parentheses. This is a cube and this is a cube, and there's a minus in between. So I can use the formula for the difference of two cubes. A will be x. One number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you 27, will be 3. The 2 comes down. Then the formula will tell me a minus b, so it'll be x minus 3. A squared will be x times x is x squared. This is the negative, the next one's a positive. B squared, ab, 3 times x will be 3x. The last one is b squared, which is 9. Now don't forget to bring down your 2 that you factor out as part of your answer. Letter B. I want to be able to find a number, take out the common factor. So one number divides negative 250 and 16. I notice that they both are even, so I'm going to take out a 2. Now, because this is a negative, you want to actually take out a negative 2. If the first term is a negative, you want to take out a negative number. So negative 2 times what will give you negative 250x cubed? 125x cubed. Negative 2 times what is negative 16? Positive 8. Now if you notice, now they both are cubes. Before they were not cubes, so you were not able to use the formula. Now that they both are cubes, and there's a plus in between, we can use the special formula. A will be 5x, and b will be 2. The negative 2 needs to be brought down. There'll be the one with the positive, so it'll be a plus b, 5x plus 2. Then a squared will be 5x times 5x is 25x squared. This is a positive, the next one's a minus. ab, so it'll be 10x. And plus is the last one, b squared, which is 4. Now go and try letter C and D. Go and pause it. Try it by yourself. Remember to take out the common factor first. Pause it, and then we can work it out together. Great. So for letter C, I want to take out the common factor. So one number divides 40 and 5. 5. What do I need to multiply 5 to get 40x cubed? 8x cubed. 5 times what is positive 5? Positive 1. Now, this is a cube, and this is a cube, so I'm going to use the sum of two cubes. The value of a, one number multiplied by itself gives you, 3 times gives you 8x cubed, it will be 2x. The value of b will be just 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Don't forget to bring down your 5 as part of your answer. The one with the plus will be a plus b, 2x plus 1. A squared will be 2x times 2x is 4x squared. This is a positive, the next one's a minus. 2x times 1 is 2x. And b squared will be 1 times 1 is 1. The last one. One number divides 3 and 24. Take out the common factor. So I can take out 3. What do I need to multiply 3 to get 3x cubed? X cubed. 3 times what is negative 28? 24 is negative 8. Now I can factor this out. This is a cube and this is a cube, so I can use the difference of two cubes because there's a minus in between. A will be x. b will be 2. Don't forget to bring down your 3. This will be, the difference will be x minus 2. A minus b will be x minus 2. A squared will be x times x is x squared. This is a negative, the next one's a positive. AB will be 2x. And the last one is b squared, so it'll be 2 times 2 is 4. And that'll be it. Let's continue to the backside. On the backside, we need to be able to factor the following polynomials, but if you notice, these polynomials have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. When they have 4 terms, we're going to factor by grouping. It's just a method that is well known and I expect you to know later in math. And what we're going to do, we're going to group this in groups of 2. So we're going to group the first 2 and the second 2. So I want to be able to factor the common term on the first 2. So what can I factor out? So the numbers is a 1 and a 2, so I cannot factor any number out. This is x cubed, this is x squared, so I can take out 2 x's, x squared. And let me go and write this down in red. So this is x squared. What do I need to multiply x squared to get x cubed? X. What do I need to multiply x squared to get negative 2x squared? Negative 2. You want to take out the common factor from the other 2 as well. So one number divides 4 and 8. That also divides 8. That'll be positive 2. Actually positive 4. You want to take out the biggest number. So 4 times what is 4x will be x. 4 times what is negative 8 will be negative 2. Now, if you notice, if I multiply it out, I get the same thing that I had before. This one should always be the same. I'm going to rewrite it as x squared plus 4, what's in red gets written as a binomial, and then the x minus 2. And this will be your answer. It is the same thing as working with the distributive property backwards. It's like if you're going to multiply the x squared times both of them, it's right here, and then the 4 times both of them, which is right here. So it's basically just working the distributive property backwards. It works very nicely. And this will be your correct factorization. If you want to double check, you can always distribute the x squared to both of them, distribute the 4 to both of them, and then distribute each one, and you notice that you get exactly what you started with. Let's go to letter B. There are 4 terms, so we're going to factor by grouping. We're going to group 2 at a time. So what number divides 10 and 20? What can I take out from both of them? 10. I can also take out x squared. What do I need to multiply 10x squared to get 10x cubed? X. 10x squared times what is 20x squared? Positive 2. Now from the second one, notice that nothing factors out. But I need to factor something out. So I'm going to factor out a 1, a positive 1. And I know it basically stays the same. Negative positive 1 times what is x? X. And then plus 2. Notice that these ones are exactly the same. So we know that we are in the right path. I'm not going to group the ones in red. That'll be 10x squared plus 1 in parentheses. Then x plus 2. And that's it. If you want to double check your work, you can always distribute the 10x squared to both of them, which is right here. The 1 to both of them, which is right here. And then continue, and you'll notice it's exactly the same. Letter C. Factor by grouping. So I'm going to group each of 2 at a time. What can I factor out from here? There's a 1 and a 2, so I can't factor any numbers out, but I can factor x squared. I can take out 2 x's from each one. What do I need to multiply x squared to get x cubed? X. X squared times what is 2x squared? Positive 2. Now, here I cannot factor any number. There's a 1 and a 2. But I do need to factor something out. I also notice that this is a negative. Just like we talked on the previous example, I want to take out a negative number, so I want to take out a negative 1. Negative 1 times what is negative x? X. Negative 1 times what is negative 2? Positive 2. Notice that they're exactly the same, so I'm in the right path. I'm now going to group the red ones together, so x squared minus 1 and x plus 2. I'm not done yet because I noticed that there's a minus in between. This is a square and this is a square. So this is the difference of 2 squares. So I can still factor this. Factors of x squared are x and x. Factors of 1 are 1 and 1. 1 negative, 1 positive. And my x plus 2 stays there. So this is my final answer. Now notice that on this problem, if there was a minus in between, this will also be the difference of 2 squares. But because there's a plus, we cannot factor. We don't have the sum of 2 squares. Let's continue with the next one, letter D. Group them together. There are 4 terms. So what can I factor out of the 6 and the 3? A 3. They both have x's, so I can take out 2 x's, so 3x squared. What do I need to multiply 3x squared to get 6x cubed? 2x. 3x squared times what is negative 3x squared? Minus 1. On the second one, I'm going to factor out a number. Nothing to factor out, so I'm just going to do plus 1. Inside will be 2x minus 1. Notice that they're exactly the same. I'm now going to group them together. The red ones will be 3x squared plus 1. And we also have 2x minus 1. Please email me if you have any questions. Also, work on your objective to see if you understand it. Work it out. Come by if you have any questions or email me. And have a great day. Thank you so much.